everyone, to another episode of Money Huddle. It's your boy, Dre Rich, and my partner and companion in this betting world, Shaq. What's good, bruh?
What's up, man? Doing good, doing good. Had a pretty good weekend, man. Made some cash here and there, so it was pretty good. Wasn't too bad. Ready for this Monday night game. What you doing? How you feeling?
You know, I want to brag badly, but we'll save it because we told y'all we were going to go over 50%, and we did. But we will talk about that on the next show. Okay? The next show, we'll go over it. But right now, you need to know that we are on to something, and y'all should join up with us. Okay? It's only getting better. The new format worked. We had a new format where we gave a different amount of picks per game, which made it to where we either did well or we crap out. We chose to do that, and now we are winning. We are winning. Charlie Sheen winning. But we're gonna winning. We're gonna just give y'all that next episode. This episode, we're gonna dive right in to Monday Night Football. Get you all these bets so you can get in, get out, make those bets, and then watch the game. It's gonna be a good game, though. It's gonna be a good game. I think it will be because it's the Chiefs at the Jaguars. This game's always a close game. It's the last two seasons the last two seasons was 2003, 2023. They had really good matchups, close, within touchdowns. So should be repeat. What do you think?
Yeah, they always play tight. They always seem to play tight. And these two play. I mean, I don't know. And the Jags defense has been really good this year. At least their secondary has been. So should be an interesting
Yeah, I'm
game
excited
in
for it.
Jacksonville. I mean, pretty good primetime game.
Yeah.
It seems like Thursday night and Monday night games have gotten a lot better this year.
Oh, for sure. And they chose a really good one because it was a bad one last week. I didn't really like it last week, but this week is a good one. The Chiefs are minus 3.5. Jaguars getting the plus 3.5 at home. The over under is 45.5. These numbers have not even moved on the sports books. They have not even moved. So it's been this way since Friday. And this is a hard game to pick. This is really difficult. I will say that. It took me and Shaq a while to figure out what was going to happen in this game. But our consensus bet is the under 45.5. Why do
Yeah,
you like it,
the
Shaq?
books are on this one. I like the under. I like the under. Like you were saying, the books seem to have this one real tight. Like they're just it could go either way type numbers. They're really on it here. Even with the over under with the prop bets. I mean, I think they're on it here. 3.5. I feel like might be given a half point there. I think that might be the only gracious thing they give. So I really like the under. These guys seem to play close, and it's always low scoring. I think the scores were like 17-9 and 20-17, something real close like that. I know one was really low scoring, so feel comfortable with the under. Jags defense has been really good this year, underrated, and they've played some pretty decent offenses.
Yeah, I feel like that's why um, the books are showing that it's leaning more towards the over than the under. The over is right now at minus 112, and the under is at minus 108. I think it's because people don't really understand the Jaguars are actually pretty good. Okay, their offense can be wishy washy, but the defense is not. It's not letting up. They are top five right now in interceptions this season. And that leads to Shaq's first prop, which is Patrick Mahomes INT. Why do you like that, Shaq?
Yeah, like you said, they're what top five in interceptions this season. they've got 13 takeaways in 4 games this year. I mean, that's insane. 13 takeaways. They're averaging over 3 takeaways a game right now. Um, this is not Baltimore's defense from last week, where the Chiefs hung 38. When was the last time they put 38 points on the board? Worthy had a day. They were moving the ball downfield. Baltimore, yeah. Um, this secondary has proven to be pretty good this year, and their numbers don't lie, and their turnovers definitely don't lie. So I think they're going to get some pressure on Mahomes, and he's going to be forced to throw early. And I don't think Mahomes and Worthy are weighted.
Yeah, it's. I feel
But yeah,
like Mahomes is going
yeah, I
to
think it's
have.
going to be a lot tougher than the Baltimore defense.
Yeah, I think that Mahomes is going to have a lot of issues here getting the ball deep, and he likes to throw the ball far down the field, and that could lead to that INT that you're looking for. Your second prop is Travis Etienne under 65 and a half rushing yards.
Yeah, defense. They have put a lot of running backs that they've played against this season at the under. They don't allow the run. They're really good as far as the run goes. And ETN, he's been more involved in the passing game than as a runner. Not saying they don't give him his touches on the ground, but ever since they traded Tanks Bigsby, ETN has had a lot more involvement in the offense all the way around, especially in this Cohen offense. So, I mean, I'm not saying he's not going to eat. I think it'll be more through the pass. Do not give up is a lot. 60.5 is a lot. I feel like against this Chiefs defense for just rushing yards. So, give me the under.
The Chiefs are allowing top 10 least amount of rushing yards this season. They are legit against the run, and that pick supports that. I support that. ETN didn't even have barely had 40 yards in their last meeting against the Chiefs. And I don't think he's a solid runner. He's a guy that needs to get a big run, like one huge 40-yard run to get anywhere near 100 yards. So I don't think he'll have that big run play in this game. So I support your bet on that one. Your third prop though is Kareem Hunt over 6.5 receiving yards. Why do you like that one?
Dream Hunt is going to be more. He's been getting more and more work every week, slowly but surely. Pacheco hasn't been getting anything done on the ground. Pacheco is not like Kareem Hunt on third downs, and I think this Jags defense is going to put him in a lot of third and manageables, and it's going to be a lot of check downs if they can get pressure here, and especially kind of goes with my Patrick Mahomes interception. 6.5 receiving yards. I mean, Kareem Hunt, he's going to be the check down guy on third downs. It's the amount of third downs he gets into in this game. I think the Jags are going to be a pretty good defense. I think it's the best defense the Chiefs have faced since week 2, probably with Eagles. We stopped the run and we were stuffing up the pass, and they did not put a lot of points on us. So I think this is the first decent defense they've seen in a while. They had the Giants, and they've had the Giants are okay, but not a top 5 defense. And then the Ravens, they might as well be a college defense at this point. Division 2, baby.
Yeah, they are
You guys
terrible.
have made it to the show. Get it done out of the backfield with a catch here, at least 2 or 3 catches. well, because of the third downs they're going to be in and the pressure they're going to have on Mahomes. So this is no Division II defense.
I do think this can happen as well because I feel like he'll at least get 2 targets in this game. Will he catch both of them? I don't know, but I do think that he runs hard enough to get over 6.5 receiving yards on 1 catch. So we just gotta hope that catch is within 6.5 yards, and he'll get over that. I think. Um, my first prop for this game is Harrison Butker over 7.5 kicking points. I like Harrison Butker in this game a lot, only because the Chiefs struggle in the red zone. And like we said before, the Jaguars are a defense that you can move the ball on, but they have a really good red zone defense. And with the struggles that KC has had, it's really easy for me to pick on Butker to score at least 2 field goals, and the Chiefs are going to score at least twice. So that's going to get him 8 kicking points over this number. And there's no putting past Butker hitting 3 field goals. There literally is there's no doubt that he could get 3 opportunities here, and he's a really reliable kicker. So I'm definitely taking over 7.5 kicking points for my first prop. My second prop is a Jag. Diami Brown has returned to the Jags roster. He was hurt. He missed a game and a half, and now he's back. He has been doing very well on the Jaguars. He's he's been very reliable for what's his freaking name? Goodness gracious. Look at it. Yeah, he's been very good for Trevor. Uh, besides Brendan Strange, because I feel like Brendan Strange been doing very well too for the Jaguars. But in the first game, Donnie Brown has 2 catches for 6 yards. Okay, that's where he started out at. All right, first game of the season. Second game of the season, he had 1 catch for 9 yards. Okay, but then he goes to play the Jaguars, and he goes for 2 touchdowns. He also is a guy who is a big playability guy. He likes to go deep. Okay, he's not a guy who um, can only be singled to the lower account for the numbers and yardage. He's a big play guy. He's a short guy, route guy. I think 2.5 catches is really easy for him in a game where you have to pass the ball because the Chiefs don't have a good pass defense, more of a run defense. So this is going to work well for him. I think him and his return is really what the Jaguars needed because they don't have a lot of playmakers. Um, Brenton Strange is a good one. Brian Robinson has been underwhelming this season, so it's really hard for me to bank on him to do a lot for this team, even though it is prime time. But they need speed out here. They don't just need big receivers like Brian Robinson. They need faster guys to get the ball out quickly because the Chiefs have a good defensive line, so they're going to be on Trevor Lawrence, and I can just see Donnie Brown getting out there. He also runs the ball as well. He gets handoffs, so I feel like he'll have a good opportunity to do a lot. My third and final prop for this show is Patrick Mahomes over 23.5 pass completions. Like I said before, Patrick Mahomes is versing a run first defense, similar to the Giants. What happened against the Giants? He had 22 completions against the Giants at home. I think he'll have over 23.5 on the road against the Jaguars, who I feel are a good defense, but I don't think they're better than the Giants defense, personally. I know we saw the Saints go to work on them, but it was mostly the Saints special teams that really did a lot of work on the Giants. It wasn't really the Giants um, floundering on defense. It was mostly special teams, scatterboo fumble. Those are the reasons why the Giants didn't do very well. But I think that is going to be a similar game to this one, where Mahomes doesn't get a lot of deep balls and he has to trickle and dink and dunk up the field the entire game. So I'm going with the over 23 and a half completions. That is my final bet for this game. And we're going to give y'all another Monday Night Football prize picks parlay. Okay. We will tout a little bit. We gave you a winning prize picks parlay over the weekend. $20 won you $180. So we're going to do that again for y'all.
About
Our first prop for this prize picks parlay is Patrick Mahomes interception. Okay. We told you already the Jaguars are a top league team in interceptions. Patrick Mahomes will attempt a downfield passes. He will attempt multiple ones. So it's likely he's going to throw an interception as he has before against the Jaguars in the past. ETN under 65 and a half
Jags have a good
rushing
secondary.
yards. The Jacks have a good secondary, so they're liable to get that ball back. Okay. Turnovers are coming. Okay. Pressure is coming at the line. Uh, ETN under his rushing yards, 65 and a half under. My first prop for this price picks parlay is Harrison Butker over 7.5 kicking points. And my last prop is Mahomes over 23.5 passing completions. All these bets that we're giving you for this price picks parlay correlates with our main bet, which is the under 45.5. If it doesn't correlate, we can't put it together for a parlay. It don't make sense. But it does correlate. And this is why we give you this parlay, because we've hit on it already. Our first one hit. So this one is going to hit as well. The payout for this price picks parlay, you bet $20, you win $160. It's $20 less than our last one. But this one you bet 20, you win 160.
And you'll still be up 160 if you lose. So I mean, you can either double your that. I think this is going to be a low scoring defensive game where the kickers are the MVPs in this. We were going to try to take Cam Little at one and two goals, and they took off. Kick is going to be the points here for sure. And I like Diamond Brown. Is going to be a deep shot. Fast guy. He can deke and dunk too. It's going to be that. So I could see him getting 28 and a half. I like his yards over receptions for sure. So I agree with you there because he's a speedster. He can get it 1 yard or 1 catch, or he can get it in 3 catches trying to get first down because he is a fast guy on the team. So, and I like their price. 160
Yeah,
if you
man.
listened last week, and if you lose this week, you still got 160, or you're going to double your money. So you guys need to take us on this. And shout out Thursday. Thursday we'll be bragging about the weekends, and it's going to be my game of the week for sure. If you guys don't cash on that Thursday, so you need to tune in.
Yeah, like I said, Those are Prize Picks parlay. We'll go over it again. We got Mahomes interception. We got ETN under 65.5 rushing yards. We got Harrison Butker over 7.5 kicking points. And we got Mahomes over 23.5 passing completions. We didn't want to give y'all more Jaguars because we don't like the Jaguars that much, bro. We don't know much about them. We know the defense is good. So all we know is the defense is all right. And Trevor Lawrence is hit or miss. He really is a hit or miss quarterback. So we don't want to give you any of his fucking props. He might suck. And out of the realm of possibility that he sucks.
It is the AFC South, and they are
It's a fraud. It's a fraud.
not
It's a
so
fraud.
good. Like that division
The AFC South.
is
The AFC
surprisingly
South.
competitive with after tonight.
The AFC South is kind of like Shaq's internet in this podcast episode. It sucks. Okay, because he's been cutting out all freaking podcasts. We got to get something fixed before the next podcast because, man, this one is bad. But thank y'all for tuning in. We will be back on Thursday to tout and talk shit on everyone who did not take our bets because we were cashing out. And if you did take our bets, you have money to bet on this game. If you listen to us on Friday, episode 15, you better have some money to bet on this game because we were cashing. And if we cash, you damn sure cashed. But hey, that is another story for another day. And we will get to that day very soon. It's your boy Dre Rich, my homie Shaq. Good luck with your bets. Peace.
Buns City, dude. That was Buns.